bards often share tales of heroes with flair, like Ysmir and Olaf one night. But none could compare to Eyldi the Bear, who moved heaven and earth with her cry. It began with an oath to drive out the foes, the dark ones whose faces were white. They built boats that were long, men 500 strong, on tears that flooded the night. But the weather was fair as a maid's golden hair, like springtime in old Jorrvaskr. That's when Eyldi the Bear spun wind from the air and wrestled a storm from the sky. The wind in their sails for glory they hailed, threw ghosts to the rim of the sky. But none would be there if not Eyldi the Bear, whose voice was the echo of Kine.
With autumn wind comes winter cold, with winter snow comes spring. Beneath the snow, the grass does sleep, too soon awake again.
Straight upon great Jorrvaskr to meet the sons of Ysgramor. They said, what are you but a harbinger to leave us hopeless and forlorn? The wolf bore its fangs and spread its claws and tore at its own hide. Drink the blood and become my sons, or by dawn you'll not survive. And so the pack was born again as the wolves of Jorrvaskr, to rule in life and serve in death as the moonlight-bound hunters. And so the pack was born again as the wolves of Jorrvaskr, to rule in life and serve in death as the moonlight's dark hunters. I knew myself a maiden fair with emerald eyes and fire-red hair. She owned a tavern by the sea and served warm drinks of mellow honey. Drink ye merry, drink ye thirsty, bring thy crew and revel freely. For on one thing we're all agreed, that Mogo made the finest mead. Mogo's mead, the only drink we'd ever need. Take a flask and take a seat, and drink thyself a sweetie treat. Arthur the Breton was very poor and worked his days at the general store, but every night he'd creep out back and put on his floppy jester hat. Bells on with bells on, he jigged and juggled with bells on. He forgot his troubles and forgot his woes, so long as his shoes had curly toes. Bells on with bells on, he jigged and juggled with bells on. Floppy hat brings a world of pleasure when one man's junk is another man's treasure. across this great wide land, we fight to die with sword in hand. Bandit, pirate, soldier, or king, for a warrior's life, we shout and we sing. A warrior's life, through and through, fighting wars, old and new. And when it's done, take me home across the bridge of old whalebone. Give me an ale and give me a beer. A salty wench and plenty of cheer. Give me a brawl, or two, or three, and bards to sing of you and me. A warrior's life, through and through, fighting wars, old and new. And when it's done, take me home to the great Mead Hall.